Hello. I'd like to address very briefly Chapter 14 on individual behaviors. All organizations, as we all know, are made up of individuals, people. And the textbook Chapter 14 talks about performers and non-performers. Well, if you're ever in a position as a manager supervising a non-performer, good luck. It's really unpleasant because your role as a supervisor, as a manager, as a leader is to try to develop that person's knowledge and skills and abilities. But sometimes they just don't want to work with you. And you get down to the point where you're actually documenting in writing every meeting that you have, 24/7. No one wins in a termination situation. It's amazing to me how, as I reflect back the type of people I work with, that we all work more or less together, sometimes not so well. I remember the time that a young guy came to a meeting with a surprise proposal, and this boss didn't appreciate surprises. JB said, "You've blindsided me, and I don't like that. Let's have a conversation after this meeting." I don't want to be in his shoes. Or I worked with leaders that like choices. Here's one option, here's a second option, here's a third option. Here are the pluses and the minuses for each option. I personally like that kind of option laid out in front of me. And there are other leaders that continually change their mind and change direction. Why? Because the people above them are changing their mind and changing direction. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. The next chapter, chapter 15, has some other interesting items about motivation. And we're going to get into that in the next tape.